Hello students, and welcome to the very next module, and in this module we will be covering the concept of navbar. So in the previous module we've covered navs. We saw how simple navs can be created, and just an advanced version of that we will be looking in this module. The name of this control that we will be learning is a navbar. Now we've been looking at all this video series since we started, that how Bootstrap gives us an inbuilt class which we can use to create different controls. So similarly for the nav bars we might have to use some classes, isn't it? So the name of those classes that we will be using in nav bar are, please make a note of this, and then I'll also show you the application. So we will be using a class called as a nav bar nav. We will also need a class nav bar item, and we will also need a main class, and in this class we will see the SM information again. So in the first or the second module we have covered in detail what does the SM, small, medium, and all those text means. They are all related to your screens, what kind of screens you are using, be it a laptop or be it a mobile screen, or some tablet. So based on that resolution we will be using the SM. Now the another class that, as I was going to say, is the nav bar. We will use expand SM BG light. So this is basically the color which we are using. You can use any color as per your requirement. Alright, so let's have a look. Let's have a practical application of how the nav bar can be created. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Bootstrap practice, and after this basic code of Bootstrap that I have written, I will start creating my nav bars. So in this body, as I told you, there are different classes we have to use. So there is a class which says nav bar nav. Okay, this is the class that we will be using, and in this nav bar nav we can either directly use this or we can use the expand version. So when you start typing nav bar, you can see that there are different options which comes up, isn't it? So we've got nav bar expand, and here you can also use the color, which color you want, maybe BG light. Okay, so then what next we are going to do, we will have a UL tag. Again, we've discussed this ordered and unordered lists in HTML also. And here I will be using a nav bar nav, and then going forward any items that I want to add in this, maybe a text, some information, they will all go in the nav item. So I might have to create another UL, or we can just do it through an LI, and we can just do nav bar item. Okay, so we can save this code and pretty much all done. So what I will do is I will show you this couple of more lists which I have created based on this concept. So let me explain this before we run this program. So as you can see, I've got a nav class as nav bar expand SMBG light, and inside this I've got a nav bar nav, I've got an item, and I've got some links, and in this links you can see it's not taking me anywhere because I'm just using hash. So when I run this program, there will be a heading which will say basic nav bar examples, and also tells me where the nav bar is normally placed, So let's do one thing. Let us save this program and let us now locate the output file. As I run this, here you go. You can see that the different text items the nav bar supports are all here, and we've got a basic nav bar example where we have got all the menu items. Alright, so I hope this module is clear. Stay tuned for the next module. Goodbye and take care.